I got a lot of the conversation.
Morning, everyone. Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. We have a bunch of people on today. We have Todd, the silver stacker. We have Sally, the upside down picker.
Hi, guys.
We have Nikki, the poplar picker.
Hi, guys.
Why not?
Morning.
Kathy. And we have Deb, swag maven.
Good morning.
And we have Bridget, the New York picker.
Okay, now everybody stay quiet.
Oh!
We were just chit-chatting away. Now it's going to go silent. Hey, Julie.
You got to talk.
Hi, everybody. I can't see you in chat, but hi.
I can't believe Dodge's heat sucks so bad. If this was my truck, I'm in my dad's Dodge Caravan. If it was in my truck, this thing would be, we'd have to take our jackets off. It'd be so hot in here.
Oh, yeah, my Caravan's the same way. It takes forever to heat up. Yeah.
My dad says, well, if you would have wore your warmer jacket, I raised you better than that. Cold weather without your warm clothes.
Hey, Cindy, Anna, and Diana. Diane. Yeah, I can see your dad talking just like that, too. I raised you better than that, Nikki.
But yeah, I have a Kia Sedona, and same thing. It takes a long time to actually heat up. I don't know why.
Well, it's warm, but it's not like pushing the heat out very fast. And this was a new van, a newer van. So, I mean, it's not like it's got problems.
That's how mine was with the mail carrier, because I had that Dodge Caravan, too.
I'm thinking about putting like a curtain or something behind my seats.
Yeah.
So that I can close them whenever, like, I go to work and I'm, at work all night. I can close the curtains and it keeps that part, somewhat warm.
Yeah.
Because
time to warm up the whole van.
Yeah, it does. And like
Plus,
this morning, I had.
You can hide all that paraphernalia you carry around too.
That's true. That's true.
That's the real purpose. We know, Sally.
Like this morning, I had ice on both sides of my windshield.
Oh God!
So, yeah, it was a little chilly in there.
And, my dad's gonna come out. My dad's gonna come out and complain about all the gas I wasted by leaving the van running. I was like, I'm gonna stay out in the van and leave it running because it is freezing. It needs to run the whole time you're in there.
Yeah.
Where is he?
He's been getting 6 teeth pulled.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Yeah. And he says, "You want to come with me just in case I don't feel like driving afterwards?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Well, then when I get in the car, he goes, "Oh, well, you came with me, so now you can help me pick out glasses after we're done." I'm like, "Dad, you're not going to want to go."
He's not going to feel like that.
Yeah.
That was the party we stopped at. Me and my husband stopped at Quick Trip. I was like, "Oh, I wasn't going to eat anything because I figured my dad would take me out for breakfast afterwards." And then I just remembered he's getting 6 teeth pulled. Anytime you take my dad somewhere, you're getting breakfast.
Not today.
Not today. I'm not getting free breakfast.
Dang
it. Good morning, Alana and Grandma Magic Classics.
Did you turn your heater down, Mary? Because I did it.
I was talking about that earlier. No, I would not.
Did you give him the old finger and... Yeah,
I bet the governor's mansion ain't conserving shit. Tell him to lay off a few of his maids and butlers and stuff, and that'll be conserving enough money.
Our mayor's a woman now, so
you know that her heat up.
But yeah, like I'm in awe because I just think it's stupid. Yesterday, I seen something like from DTE on Facebook saying, put your thermostat up a couple of degrees, during these cold days so that you're not, putting it way up, and using too much gas or whatever. And yeah,
Yeah, so let's tell these elderly people to turn their heat down so they freeze and get sick and pneumonia, and that's so smart.
Yeah. And I already got Brandon's, he's sick, and we don't need to do that. He's got to go back to the doctor today because he thinks he's got bronchitis or something. He's coughing up blood. So,
oh God, don't stay away from me. No.
Lights all the computer down.
Mm-hmm.
God bless his heart.
But I mean, you have these elderly people, and they will listen and turn their heat on, and then they'll get pneumonia.
Because they're all about conserving, because they came from the Depression age and everything. So as soon as they hear, oh, you need to conserve, they're right on it because they don't want to end up in another depression. They've been through that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Hank, there was a fire that supposedly was at one of the consumers' places, and it made a gas opening shut, and they said that they could have a shortage because of that. And so it's best for us to just conserve. Well, and then you have all these, I guess GM and Ford and all the Michigan plants are closing today, just to make sure that they don't have they can't have a bunch of people working shifts and not give them any heat.
Oh, no,
and plus they probably use some gas fueled machines or whatever to make their stuff. So maybe that's why they're doing it, so that they can conserve too, just to help. But so I'm sure with those places closing, and they listed I think there was 12 different plants or something that's closing, then I think that should be enough, actually.
Yeah.
Now, let the people who have well-insulated homes conserve.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Us poor people that don't have well-insulated houses, we're not going to conserve.
Right. I'm I do my part by putting plastic on my windows, and so I don't get the sunshine in the winter at all.
Don't worry.
I have black plastic on my windows, and I try to keep my thermostat at one setting so that it's not getting bounced around or whatever. And then try not to what else am I doing? Trickling our water, so don't bust our pipes. And I do my stuff that I need to do.
Yeah.
So
screw them.
I keep it warm. That's what I'm supposed to do.
Amen.
Yeah.
The other day I told my dad, I said the furnaces aren't even shutting off in this cold weather. He goes, well, mine does, because my house is well insulated. I was like, well, bully for you.
Well, la-ti-da.
Mine is not, Dad. I live in an old farmhouse.
Good, we'll come stay the night with you again.
Actually, for an old farmhouse, my house is actually pretty decent. But
hi, Alana.
Old farmhouses,
Yeah.
But I don't have the energy efficient windows. I have to put plastic on my windows and stuff.
I need to do, the only one that I don't have plastic on is my dining room window and my eBay room windows. But I think I'm going to do that today, because my eBay room, it just gets frozen in there.
Yeah.
It gets so cold. And so if I have some more plastic, so I think I'm going to do that today.
With this remodeling that we're doing on the house, we're doing it as we can afford it, so it's slow. But I told my husband, I said, I wonder if we should get some insulation blowing in our walls, just for the heck of it,
Yeah, if you're opening them anyways, there's no reason not to.
Well, we're not really opening the walls, but if you get that stuff blowing in, they just cut a hole and blow it in. You don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You don't have to take out all walls and stuff. They just blow it in. But
yeah,
Gary could actually do that himself.
Yeah, he should. I mean, it'd save you guys some heat bills. I mean,
well, it's so cheap now. It's like, whatever,
Yeah, but it'd just be more comfortable.
Yeah.
So, Sally, does your house look like a cave?
Kind of.
Okay.
I mean, like
I wouldn't be able to handle that. No sun, no light.
The only reason why there's some light in here is because I have a lamp on, my kitchen light's on, and I have a window in my door and my window in my dining room that's not covered in plastic.
Yeah.
But, like you see over there, black plastic.
Sally be wearing one of those spelunker headlamps. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, right now it's -8, but Nikki is way worse off than me.
Yeah.
She's at -30 something.
Negative 28 registered this morning.
I thought it was cold yesterday.
20 minutes ago, huh?
I thought it was cold yesterday, and it was but it was like 1 or 2 degrees, and then it was like -29 with the wind chill, and I thought it was cold.
Now
this
today
morning,
is just as cold as it was yesterday, temperature-wise, but we don't have the wind that we had yesterday, so it's kind of warmer.
Yeah.
Just because we don't have the wind coming, but the wind chill is 50 below. So
yeah,
that's cold.
Yeah. Stay in your bed cold.
Yeah.
Julie says y'all need a California vacation.
I agree.
We're coming over to see Atlas. I want to go play with him anyway.
That'd be fun any time of the year.
Yeah, it's cold here. It's 45 degrees.
Shut the hell
up. Man, you better put your parkas on.
We just need to go and look at the pictures of Atlas, and his smile will warm me up. But that kid has got a smile on him. He's just a little cutie patootie.
He is.
Todd, nobody told you could talk.
I know. Bragging about your warm weather.
Poor Todd.
I'm finally getting warm in this car.
It's an emergency. We're 45 degrees.
Oh my goodness. The governor better put a state of emergency out, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now, I probably would rather have it this cold than 110 degrees outside.
Oh, not me.
Well, yeah, maybe not, because things start breaking in this cold weather. But I know I hate the high heat just as much as I hate the freezing cold. So
yeah.
Hey, Todd. You going to your rummage sale today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you get
My girlfriend is not going to be there, so I'm like really excited.
Oh, she's on vacation. Yay!
Maybe I can talk whoever's working the jewelry counter to give me a break today while the old hag is gone.
Oh, man. She probably gave her pointers. Well, when you see this bald-headed guy coming, don't give him
Don't back down now. Don't lose your gusto here. Yeah, stay strong. Jennifer, morning, Karen.
Morning, everybody.
Morning, Mike.
Guy needs to learn that it's charity.
Morning, Mike. Morning, Karen. Morning, Jennifer.
And everybody in the chat that I can't see.
I know. Morning.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, I think they were saying it's supposed to be 60. And I think on Sunday.
Oh.
Wow.
The 50s on Saturday, and Sunday it's supposed to be in the 60s, and then I think it's Monday it's supposed to go back down.
We probably won't see 60s till at least April.
Wow.
Oh, goodness.
Sometimes in March you can, very, very, very rare to see 60s in the end of March. But yeah, probably we'll finally get 60s.
Yep.
Yeah.
I need some
Definitely
sunshine.
May. We'll have 60 by May, definitely.
God, get to thaw out.
70s by June.
Oh, y'all killing me.
Oh, that's awesome, Grandma Magic Classics. I've made some laundry soap before myself.
I've wanted to, but I never got around to it.
Huh.
Yeah, I've wanted to too because Gary's got allergies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard for me to do anything because even natural stuff bothers him. So, some stuff. So I have to be careful what I put in our washing machine.
Alana says I'm shipping glass to Finland. Wish me luck.
Oh, Lord.
Wrap it some more, and then wrap it
Big
some
bubble
more.
wrap.
Yeah.
Some more,
Wrap,
some more.
wrap, and wrap.
And get the big bubbles.
Yes.
I used to ship glassware. I'd break. We'll see what's going on. Yeah,
Yeah, I need to. That reminds me, actually, I need to order some bubble wrap.
I too.
See if I can find me a
What's
deal.
your temperature, Mike?
She wraps them in small and then big. There you go.
In the world.
Morning,
I tried
everybody.
to make it before
Hi, Maggie.
I could find my washing soda in my area. Yeah. Sometimes that stuff is kind of hard to find. Your best bet is to order it online. You probably have a little better chance of getting a hold
what do you
of it.
use, like Nam? What is it called? It's like
Bell's Snapatha or something.
Yeah.
It's like a bar of soap, but you kind of shred it. You cut it into little pieces, and then you kind of have to let your liquid, after you get it all done, you kind of have to let it sit for a little bit, kind of almost cure. But it's basically just to melt down the, what do you call it?
The fat.
The soap. Yeah.
When did they say that Dollar General sale was?
I don't know. Is there a Dollar General sale?
Yeah, I think I heard it on the Scott show this morning.
Oh, I don't know.
That's when I get all my laundry soap.
I used to make mine and my own like bars of soap and my own lotion, but I'm too lazy now.
Yeah, not lazy. You just have other stuff to keep you busy.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
Yep.
That was pre-eBay.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's when my kids were little and I really only worked part-time.
Yeah. I hear you. Grandma Magic Classic says that there's a kit on Amazon that you can buy to make it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I used to get like the Arm & Hammer soap things and Ivory soap bars, and it was a lot of work.
Huh. Let's see.
That's interesting.
Baking soda wash.
I think you can buy that at, I think they have it at Walmart.
Huh.
If I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the Arm & Hammer stuff, I think.
Hmm.
Comes in like a big box.
It just seems like too much work. I'm good. I'll buy it. Just go ahead and call it what it is. It's lazy. I just buy it.
I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
All right.
Well, Nikki.
I wouldn't mind doing my own vegetable garden, but doing soap and all that, yeah, I'm lazy. We'll just call it what it is. I only cook dinner on Sundays. You know, kids leave the house. It's like, what else is there to do? Ain't doing nothing no more. I'm good.
That's why God made that microwaves.
That's right. I outgrew all that when the kids outgrew my house, so that's too much work.
Just slap in a hot pocket and we're good to go.
Yeah. I got a toaster oven or a microwave. You got a choice. You want it soggy or crispy? Your choice.
Throw that hot pocket in an air fryer.
Valerie.
Yeah.
Valerie,
Yeah.
how'd your steak turn out?
Amazing.
Oh, good.
Really?
Amazing.
Good.
Amazing. Yeah.
How
It
long
was
did it
really
take?
Really good. I think, what did I put it in there? I think it was 18 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
but I like kept checking it and everything. But 18 minutes, and it was nice, and it was done all the way through, just like I like it.
Oh, good.
Um,
Yeah, because
but
I like mine
yeah.
like a well done.
So you like yours just like roadkill, basically.
But it wasn't like crispy or anything. I mean, it was very, very moist, like incredibly moist. It turned out really, really good.
No, she likes hers well done.
Yeah, I like it well done, but I don't like. I would say medium well.
Okay, yeah.
I don't like any pink, but I don't want it crispy.
Right.
You know, I want it somewhat. I want it moist and
You still want You don't want it dried out.
right. And it wasn't. I mean, it was like amazingly juicy. And I just went online basically, and who was it? That guy's from Hell's Kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
He did like a video of him making a steak in an air fryer, and so I just kind of took that and went with it.
You can just slap mine on the ass and put it on a plate. I'm good. Let's eat.
Oh, nasty.
I like mine with a little blood.
Oh,
my goodness.
I like a little pink in the middle, but I don't want no bleeding.
I told you that air fryer is amazing.
So you
and I made some fries too.
Ooh,
And
yum.
those were okay, but they weren't as crispy as I like my fries. But
Maybe you
Yeah.
should keep them in a little bit longer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you have
I
to
probably
shake them, flip them.
but I mean, it was amazing. It was a really good. I hadn't had a meal like that. I mean, the last time I had a meal like that, I had to go out to a restaurant. You
Right.
know,
Good.
I never would have thought that it would have been that good.
Yay.
So
Well, I'm glad you liked it.
That's good.
yeah,
I worry about it when I recommend something to somebody or something, and then they get it and they're like, "Oh, it sucked. I didn't like it."
it was
We'll
great.
see Bridget on something like this when I started talking about them. I'm like, well, you know, if they don't have cooking skills, they're not going to do any good anyway.
Right. True. But
The biggest thing is you can't become impatient. You gotta until you get, like, I know what I need to throw on for like 5 minutes, and then, you know, either flip them or shake them and then put them on for like 4 more minutes to get that really crispy outside cooked all the way through. You just can't be in a rush because you will burn the hell out of stuff in that thing, believe it or not.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. I mean, you gotta kind of watch it. And, you know, I was just kind of I would, you know, I took it out a couple of times and looked at it, you know, see where I kind of stood, and then kind of eyeballed it, and you know, figured it out. But who's talking right now?
Good morning, John.
That would be me.
Valerie.
That was Tom. That was talking before me.
Oh, she was probably thinking Tom was Todd.
Right.
Yeah, it's Tom.
Tom.
Nitty gritty. My ex-husband and my kids, so every time I would go to the grocery store, I would get hamburger meat, and they would devour the package of fresh hamburger meat. I mean, they would put Lowry seasoning installed on it, and this was my ex-husband and my 2 daughters, and they were, you know, teenagers. I mean, they've ate that ever since they were, you know, little.
Yeah.
It grossed me out so bad.
Raw,
like fresh from the package.
Yeah, I can't do that.
That's just nasty.
It was.
You get all kinds of bugs from that crap.
They loved it.
I used to eat it like that. I never had bugs.
No, my daughters never got sick from that or anything like that. And they just love it. I mean, they just devour it.
Well,
I put some Lowry salt on it. And just
was he Polish?
Huh?
Was he Polish?
No, he was Mexican. Mexican Indian.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't do the raw, and I like my steaks 10 minutes on each side. I mean, it don't have to be bloody, but I don't like it medium well or anything like that. But I couldn't do the raw hamburger meat. No.
It'd be like Dances with Wolves, where they kill a buffalo and just start chowing down right there out in the plains.
Yeah.
More
Slap
than
it with it, rub it down.
that one from a dog kissing on
Back to their heritage, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never could do that. That was just disgusting to me. But they never get. I mean, of course, if they would have got sick from it, I would have, you know, said, "Well, you don't need to be doing that no more." But
no,
I mean, they
more.
You know, yeah, here you go.
Here.
Don't eat, you know. But they never did get sick, you know, and they liked it. So
Never got sick from it.
That's just vile on so many different levels.
I get it. I understand, but
we're hiding Tom from the chat.
Yeah, you can't see him.
They can't see him.
I think it's him and Maggie. You can't see.
Yeah.
It's you too. I even tried to reload mine too to see if it just needed to be refreshed.
Can you hear me though?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can't see you.
That's why Alana didn't know who was talking.
I can see Maggie.
Yeah, we can, but the chat can't.
On YouTube.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, Maggie and Tom. That's why I was asking.
Huh.
That's why
make it a little game.
Is that a bad thing where you can hear Tom but you can't see him?
Oh my gosh.
Bad. No, kidding.
That's all right. I got bad hair today anyway.
We keep him hidden anyway. Maggie will show. Tom, we have to keep in the closet. People wouldn't watch this show if they knew Tom was on here.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my gosh, Kathy. That's not true.
I'm going to really have a fit.
That's for that comment yesterday about Marcel doing the storage locker.
Okay.
I've been since 3 o'clock this morning. What do you want from me? I'm tired.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, Tom. We love you.
Oh Lord, we're
Crying
gonna have a
inside
problem.
now.
I know.
I'm going to just go into another room where you can't see me and cry. I'm sensitive.
Well, the chat wouldn't be able to see you
Right.
cry anyway, so it's okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Been wound up. I had too many cups of coffee, Tom. I'm sorry. I apologize.
And
I
Right
know.
now we're up
everybody
early this
that
morning.
can't see me.
Alana thought one of us had a man guest. Valerie.
Nope.
It's kind of poofy this morning, Hank. You'll just have to wait and see if it clears up.
The hallelujah hair.
Or,
Hey, isn't that what they say though? Like what is the higher the hair, the closer to God, or something?
That's right.
Yep. So Tom is
I-
really close.
There you go.
He's close today.
I just didn't have. Somebody got everybody where they had to be at this morning. I just didn't really care.
Man, you do
There
a
you
lot of
go.
running around.
First thing in the morning, I do.
Wow. You talk about Nikki, but man, I think you're on the road just as much as she is in the morning.
Right?
Sounds like it.
But I'm back at the house. I'm not sitting in my truck somewhere.
In 50 below weather.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you all survived the cold weather last night.
Oh my God.
I was concerned about that.
Well, we did.
We made it through.
Turn the thermostat up a little bit and get under the heated mattress pad with the heated blanket. And
You're nice and toasty.
Instead of that song going, turn the radio on, it's turn the thermostat up.
yep.
When I headed home, it was 4 degrees out last night. Ugh.
How was the weather, Maggie?
Oh, I didn't have any problems at all. Those squirrels kind of moved up before they had already moved through up on the road I was going on. So
Well,
yeah,
our roads were crap. I was so happy to get home.
Mm.
And it's so weird because usually if it's this cold, it's not snowing, but we're still getting snow. Like we got snow yesterday when it was, cold. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Hank, put your hand up on the monitor and we'll pray together.
What you praying for?
That center down in Florida.
Oh.
Who?
There's probably lots of them down there.
Yeah.
Okay. Last night I got all comfy in bed with my pad and my heating blanket turned up to 80. Has anybody ever seen these people magnet fishing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that came up on my suggested playlist, and what happened? I down
It went down.
Down the
Rabbit
hole I
hole.
fell. And the golden finger picker did one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He sure did.
It'd probably be fun if you're 14. But I just, you're just getting junk out of it.
I don't think so.
I think you probably get some, you could probably get some good stuff.
I think it'd be kind of fun to do.
You just spend you have to spend a lot of time before you get the good stuff, or you happen to find some good stuff.
Well, you have to be in a good location, like Boston Harbor or something.
Yeah.
Some place that is very, very populated. Especially during the, the winter or the summer months.
Ooh, like right after spring break.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, as I'm laying there looking at this nonsense, I'm thinking, Westwood Landing. Ebenezer Landing, Goat Island. I bet you could find some stuff out there.
Sure.
But you're not going to find any jewelry or anything like that unless it's got
Why
a
aren't
lot of
you?
unless
Why
it's got a
aren't
lot of
Yeah.
you know what iron or steel or something like that in it. Because jewelry's not magnetic, is it?
Gold and silver is not.
Well, your
magnetic.
gold. Right. So, I mean,
But
you can find watches, anything that fits the need of, some of it's still going to be magnetic.
I would
Beating
think
it all
you'd really
out,
wank your dadgum watch up. You throw one of them high-powered magnets up against.
Mary wants to know if anybody has a trick to removing vintage glue from paper that was glued into albums.
I tried a
No.
hair dryer first.
Yeah, you can try a hair dryer or a heat gun, but I don't know.
I
don't know if that would
sell
work.
some paper stuff to a guy directly here in Charlotte, and he's not concerned about it.
I thought it was me. I'm like,
Yeah.
What did he do?
Tom, it's pick on you day, baby.
That's okay.
It's your day.
I'm just going to take 2 of my shoulder medicines and go back to bed for the next 8 hours.
Can you send some my way, please?
Oh,
My shoulder hurts too. Oh,
I know.
Oh.
It hurts so.
what in the world?
You guys are evil.
Me and Sally doing our imitation of hurting. Shh.
Y'all are
I want to feel sorry for myself today too.
We love you, Tom. If we didn't pick on you, we didn't love you. You're in family.
Oh my
That's what that means. You're family.
let me just mute this thing so I can quiet cry.
Oh no, please say it loud. I already know what you're saying. You from the South, I already know what you're calling me, so go ahead.
Nah, it's okay. I'm just trying to get woke up here.
You mean wake you up at 3 o'clock in the morning next time I get up and ask you if you're
Hell
awake? No?
No.
I was lonely. I was going to text Bridget and see if she was up, but figured she was working.
Is any of your stuff selling from that unit, Kathy?
We sold one of the machinist tools, but nothing yet. I called yesterday and talked to eBay. I love eBay. They said that my vacation, because of the vacation settings, this is what the guy told me, so I'm going to have to call back today, that they know it's a problem and that everybody gets dinged for them and that there's nothing they can do.
Yes, they can. They can go in there and change that little freaking number.
Oh, yeah, I know. And then because you know how like when you relist all your stuff, I delete all my unsolds. So that way, whenever my ends come up, I see just exactly how many, like hundreds end it, tens end it, 5 end it, instead of thousands. Well, mine's stuck on like 1,500. And every time something ends, I have to go in there just to check to make sure nothing's in there. Well, it's still, it increases, of course, but it usually goes back to 0 when I delete them. It doesn't. So I told them something has to be wrong with something stuck. Well, there's nothing we can do. It happens sometimes. It'll clear itself out. I gave it to the tech department. So I'll be calling back today.
Have you tried that where it says unlisted, unsold and unlisted or something?
Mm-hmm.
Try changing it
to,
what is it? Hold on a second.
Because like right now it shows I have 1,422 things ended when I actually only have 2 of them in there that's actually ended that I need to relist. And
Unsold and ended, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you click on that, you know how it like takes you to the other page to manage. So if you click on that and then you see status right there, it'll say unsold and well, it'll say actually relisted. Or you can click on relisted. That should bring those up so that you could delete them.
Yeah, it won't even let me delete them out of there.
Wow.
Yeah, everything is just like, it just looks like a whole bunch of stuck. And he says, well, we just sent it to the tech department. It may take them a while because it's not a priority to fix, blah, 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 blah. So I know I have to call back and talk to somebody else. I was just like, whatever, I'll call back. But it's just, we haven't really sold anything in the last few days. So I don't know what's going on. So no, we've only sold that one thing so far.
Well, you go, Mary. You get your 25 listings, taxes, dishes all done today, and you'll be doing good.
Somebody do my taxes for me. I haven't even looked at my stuff yet.
I'm gonna eat my breakfast.
Okay.
I started my taxes, but I got to redo them because I just did the household part. I did the 24,000 deduction, which is the new deduction for married couple and all this kind of stuff. And I was coming out less than I did last year, so I'm going to redo them with the itemized and see how it comes out that way.
I haven't even touched mine yet, but I always have to itemize.
Well, I know that, but you're supposed to not be. I was just running to see, because they're saying that you'll get a lot more. You're supposed to get a lot more back now because of that new. They've doubled the deduction? Yeah. And so far, that's not working for me. So I'm gonna have to go through and do all my medical and all that kind of crap. See how that comes out. And I use TaxAct. Just FYI, if anybody's interested.
Yeah, I use TurboTax.
Yeah.
For business.
For business.
Can I just send mine to you, Bridget?
I do so many of them, it wouldn't matter.
I know, right? Can you put mine in there too, please?
I usually do 7 or 8 people's a year.
Oh, Lord. You'd hate me if I sent you mine.
You charge for that, right, Bridget?
Huh?
You charge for that, right?
Not my kids. But yeah, my neighbors and stuff like that.
That's a lot of time.
She just puts her bank account as the one that they're direct depositing.
Oh,
yeah.
I would too.
That works.
And then she gives them a little bit each month out of their deduction.
That's their savings account right there.
There you go.
There you go.
No.
Mary, there's a whole bunch of little suggestions in there for that glue. So, Mary, that's true. GoDaddy does make the taxes a lot easier. Yeah. I got to get mine started. I think I did mine like the last week before, the deadline, and that was too close.
Oh my gosh, GoDaddy is like, I'm so glad I went with that a couple years ago.
I love it.
Really
It
does make a
saves
difference.
me hours.
It's Tessa said she's been knee deep in tax stuff for 2 days. Hoping to be done today. Hell, I haven't even got all my statements in.
No, me either.
Nope.
I've got an appointment with my accountant on the 28th, so I've got time.
Yeah. We're waiting for a couple more things to come in, but
That's a good idea too, John. John says, I use lots of stamps and use WD-40 to remove the glue from the rear of the stamps. If you search YouTube, there's lots of videos on that. That's a good idea.
Does it smell?
It might, yeah. You might
I don't
get
think WD-40 has much of a smell, does it?
No.
I don't know. Alana says, Bridget, when you buy inventory, does GoDaddy categorize it as cost of goods, or do you have an inventory category?
I do it as cost of goods on GoDaddy.
Yeah.
I type it, I take the receipts and put them in.
Yeah.
Is that what you categorize it as? Cost of goods, not merchandise?
Yeah, cost of goods, yep. Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, I gotta get started on that. I don't wanna do the crunch for time thing, Alright.
How do you do an inventory carryover for unsold then? Oh,
Oh,
I do what Todd does.
There you go. A good answer.
I do what Todd does.
Yeah, I'll start my tax about April 13th. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she means for your leftover inventory carryover.
Right.
Year. I said I just do what Todd does.
Yeah.
what's that?
Whatever he does.
Whatever Todd does.
I just take it off to Goodwill and write it off and start all over the next year.
Whatever I buy that year, that's what I take off.
There you go.
Yep.
And then I figured whatever I buy the next year, I'll take off that year.
Yep.
So the only time I get screwed is the very last year I sell.
Mm-hmm.
Tessa, do you sell that much in North Carolina? I don't even think I sold anything in North Carolina last year.
So you have to file your sales tax with every different county?
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's pretty much what I do.
I don't sell anything in North Carolina, so I don't know.
Oh my
You
God,
have to
Jill.
file it with the state? I just do mine with the state of Pennsylvania.
I just wish. Well, see, Charlotte has all these damn little half cent, this, that, and the other. We've got a half-cent sales tax on all entertainment stuff to pay for that flipping arena we have uptown and that damn Panther Stadium, and we just have all these little half-cent taxes that they have on our sales tax in Mecklenburg County. So it's a pain in the butt. And as you can tell, I'm not a big fan of public funding of arenas and football stadiums.
But Tom, that brings money into the local economy. Everybody wins.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you something. That sucker that just bought the Panthers for like $1 billion and some dollars, if he can't afford to build his own place of business after spending that kind of money, then we don't need to be in business with him, because he's going to go broke because he don't know how to manage his money.
He knows how to manage your money.
Do you know what? I don't rent cars. I don't stay in hotels in Charlotte. And I can't tell you the last time I went to a theater. And my favorite restaurants are actually in South Carolina. The KFC, because they have fried chicken livers.
Ugh.
And T-bones down on Lake Wiley, which is not there anymore. It's something else now.
Okay.
I wish that North Carolina would just go to a flat 10% sales tax, do away with unemployment. I mean, not unemployment, with income tax. They'd make a hell of a lot more money. All these chicks walking around Charlotte with $1,500 pocketbooks and $600 shoes, you know, like Bridget and Valerie and Kathy.
Yeah, definitely me.
Debbie, you know, Maggie, stuff like they wear.
I don't know where you got that information, but it's wrong.
Now I felt insulted because he didn't say me.
Right, there you go.
Here, Sally. I'm sorry. I forgot you were here.
You can have my pair, Sally.
And actually, I was over there looking at the chat, so I don't see anybody. Well, I see you now.
I want to have a $1,500 pocketbook.
Let's see. I can see.
I'm gonna tell you what. You can go to the flea market and buy you a $1,500 pocketbook for about $19.95.
Oh my gosh.
Bye, Lana.
That's not important to me because I can spend my money just the same as in a 50-cent wallet from the thrift store. It's been just the same.
Yep.
As $1,500. So.
Oh, I use my purses until they fall apart.
Yep.
That's pretty much what I do.
I think I mentioned before. My mother's got a Agner Onyé, however you pronounce it.
Onyé.
She's had that purse since 1976, and she still carries it. It still looks like brand new. You know, I just can't imagine. Even if you're worth millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, I just can't fathom the thought of going out and dropping $800 for a pair of shoes.
No,
Yeah, I can't do
Or
that.
$10,000 for a suit.
I could have paid less.
I just can't fathom that thought. Now, Todd, you know, he's in Texas. He has, and Texas Valerie, if she's here, you know, they have to look good down there in Texas, so they spend those big bucks.
No.
Which Hank is probably down near Boca, so she's probably got to look good too. But I'm serious. I just cannot, especially when you don't have a lifetime warranty on these things. At one time, I thought after I did some pricing at Louis Vuitton and they were $1,500, I thought to myself, well, I'm going to go to China and I'm going to buy me about 10,000 of the same purse for $1.95 a piece and come back over here to America and sell them for $800 a piece with a lifetime warranty. So every time something goes bad on it, you just send it back to me and I pull one out the closet and send it to you.
Oh, please.
But it's crazy. Totally.
No, I don't do high end. I buy all my clothes at the thrift shops.
Mm-hmm.
Buy my pocketbook at Walmart.
I probably got 35 in a box in yonder that I was saving for the yard sale in March. because they're only probably worth a couple of bucks a piece or something like that. Because Roberta gets all the ones that look like suitcases to carry her stuff in. When she's getting ready to leave this morning, I always carry her laptop and her lunchbox and her purse out to the car for her. This morning, I was carrying her lunchbox and her purse, and then I noticed I didn't have her. I said, "Why is this stuff so light?" And then I realized that she still was carrying her purse because my left shoulder was not bothering me, but it's still being a little irritating this morning. She said, "You did not notice."
Sorry, I'm going to take my stuff outside.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Feel free to. It's your show. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Valerie just sits back and makes all the big bucks off of the views.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Maggie, you can't get Maggie to shut up. Let anybody else talk.
I thought I was talking early this morning, and I thought nobody could hear me, but apparently I just couldn't get a word in edgewise. I'm just getting a box ready for FBA. Now I'm going to cross my fingers and hope they put everything in one shipment.
Yeah, Tessa, Tom, and I don't like Maggie showing up on the YouTube screen today.
Yeah,
We don't know why.
we're invisible.
Y'all are invisible. Y'all are the hidden special guests today.
All right. Cross
Jill, only 10 pounds. Really?
Cross our fingers. Cross my fingers. Yay! Everything in one shipment.
Oh, that's good.
Woohoo!
Yeah, no Maggie either.
Don't take my.
I don't know why YouTube acts wonky every once in a while. It has a mind of its own. Oh, I still got to figure out how to do the FBA stuff.
Well, you know what? Let's do a hangout with
Maggie.
Oh, there they are.
Oh yeah.
Put it over here, over there.
It can stay over there. Just the other one I ended is that's a new one. Alrighty.
reading stuff. Sold anything until long that they canceled my account.
Who canceled your account?
Amazon.
Oh.
I logged in. I tried to log in. It says due to inactivity of selling, this account has been closed. You are. What was the word? I can create a new account.
Yeah, I'm sure it won't be a problem.
I mean, that's what it said. It specifically said, and I think they can. It was all highlighted. This thing, I forgot the fancy words they used, but it was, I can create a new account. Oh no, no, no! What are you? Oh no, no, no! About?
I can see Hank waving her finger doing that too. Oh no, no, no.
Well, I had sold a lot of stuff on it, so it's no big deal. Because about the time I was going to do it the first time, the FBA thing, back when everybody was, jumping on the train, that's when they started gating everything. And then they started gating everything where you had to have like manufacturer's receipts and stuff like that. And I was like, screw that.
Yes, that's what they want on my helmet. So I'm not sending my helmets in. I thought about just doing my work right boxes that I have to see what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really hurt me. I used to sell a lot of DVDs, and then I got gated in DVDs, and it really hurt me.
Well, I've heard someone talk about about there's a way to get a legal way to get around them because of price points or something of that sort. So I think it was like if you have a box set that's sold new for $65, but you're selling it for used set for $25 or something of that sort. Or
Yeah,
I don't remember exactly what it was, but they
on the what's it? The MSRP, and the MSRP over $25 and put it in. So I mean, I do still sell some, but and you can sell some DVDs for a lot higher on Amazon than on eBay. But
I got a box full of them in there that come out of storage locker units. And honestly, we keep one. We keep, if we don't have it, we keep it. We keep one. If we have it, they go into the pile.
Yeah. I got a large tote of books to list today.
hi, Jill.
So that should be fun.
Yeah, Karen says splitting the FBA shipments is a pain. It is a pain. I'll go back and forth with it sometimes, deleting the plan and redoing it until I get it. If it split the shipment in half, I wouldn't mind, but it'll split it. Say I have 40 things, it'll go 38 to one place and then 2 to another. Well, that's ridiculous. Who won the did Velma win yesterday?
Yeah, I think so. Yep. I think she was the only one.
Wow.
Grandma Magic's Mary came. She got one right at the end, and I don't think it got through.
Oh, didn't make it in time. That stinks.
Don't worry about that. No points came through. Hate that though. That sucks.
Yeah, Mary, any media movies can ship
Yeah, any type of movies.
media.
And Todd, I guess what I may be taking your advice on something, believe it or not.
Wow.
I don't fall out on the floor. Well, on those little hero click things, the more we researched them, cause I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time with the dollar ones. So I'm gonna take a bunch of those up, and not even have to just put them all on a lot, put a price on them. Because by the time we got done looking at everything, I think we were at 15 cents an item out of this locker. So I said, forget it. I'll just do what Todd said, and say that I'm going to lot a bunch of these $1 ones up, get them out the door, call it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, just count how many you got and divide it by whatever number and make lots.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's some that's worth maybe about $7, but the ones that are worth like $1 or whatever that really ain't worth nothing, I'm just going to throw all of that year lot, whatever, and let it go.
Michael?
So I think it'd be a lot easier that way. And then I think those 2 pocket watches I got, I'm going to take those up and have them looked at, because that one of them works. I think the other one, it didn't. The other one that had that broken crown, and we thought maybe a key might go into it, but it actually needs a crown to it. So I think I may go. We have a jeweler he does nothing but watches. So we'll take it up there to him. He's right here in our area, so he's really nice, and will look at everything for us for free. Kind of give me an idea. I got a big old gray tote of books to list today.
Sounds like you're doing good, John.
Ooh, 26 packages. That's awesome.
Good job.
That's really good.
Really good.
Must be still listing, huh? That's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too, Hank. Random stuff today. Drafting tools and books. Boy Scout badges. Yay.
I almost went to bed.
Uh-oh.
I got shit to do.
Forget y'all going to bed.
I ate that breakfast. I was like, oh, no, I want to go to bed really bad.
Well, you should go to bed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got stuff to do.
Oh, okay.
Well, Sally.
I have a missing item.
Uh-oh. What is it?
It's a Mary Kay. What might be in there?
Mary has it.
No,
Oh.
it's one of those things that you put like business cards and you put your little order sheets in, and but I think I know where it might be.
Oh, good.
It's a place where I wouldn't normally have put it, but it kind of makes sense. I'm thinking maybe it's in that because I have like a separate little drawer for my makeup. It might be in there because I have a tote for my purses, and I was looking. I looked through those like 3 times, and I couldn't find. It wasn't in there. So it very well might be in there.
Well, it's good you go that you know where it is.
Well, I don't know for sure, but that's a good possibility.
That's probably where it is.
Probably. I was trying to hide stuff from myself, I guess. I hate that when that happens. Oh, Tom just lost the internet.
Well, that
It must be so cold up there. It must just froze the lines. They can't handle that 45-degree weather.
That's what mine was thinking about yesterday. It shut off on me. I was like, I guess it's too cold for the internet out there.
That's too bad.
Well, I have 8 going out today, so that was really good for a weekday. After the challenge was over, it was like it all started coming in.
Of course, but that's good.
Yep. Morning, Todd, Flippin' Hustler.
Hey, Todd.
If y'all get a chance, go over, and if you're not subscribed to Flippin' Hustler, go over there and subscribe to him. He does some live working shows and stuff. So if you get a chance, go over there and hang out with him.
He sings while he works.
Yeah.
Oh yes, he does sing, and he is a Elvis impersonator. Oh my gosh, you guys! I want this item. I seen this on the Auction Professor, and he was doing. He had some videos of going through records and stuff, vinyl, and he has like a bunch of vintage phones displayed in back of him, and there was an Elvis phone.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh! I seen that and I was like, is that what I think it is? It is. Oh my God, I would love
Yes.
to.
Yes, Elizabeth, my plastic wrap is on the stick. I got it at Walmart like that.
Yeah, that's actually good. I like it with it's a little easier to handle. I got that I just had an idea.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Why do we both say
Exactly.
uh-oh when she says she has an idea?
Oh my God. Yeah, watch out. Mike always did. Oh Lord, help us all. But anyway, I need to write this down before I forget it.
What was your idea?
Hello?
Shower dowel or
You
something
need to
like
shower?
that. Okay.
That's your idea?
Yeah.
To shower?
Yeah. Now I forgot what I was saying. What'd you ask me?
You have a great idea.
Yeah, you had a great idea. What was it?
Okay. Well,
Is it something to share?
Plastic wrap. So I got 2 big, huge rolls of plastic wrap when I had that when I went to that electronics auction. Like this, but where I had my little idea. I just had a little neuron kind of spark or something up there.
Okay.
So I'm looking for something that I can hang up for my plastic wrap, for my bubble wrap, and all that. So I think what I can do is get one of those adjustable shower curtain things, and I can use that maybe if it's long enough. So anyway,
where are you gonna put it?
On the back porch.
That was like a look squirrel moment right there.
I did not get a chance to listen to that, Todd, but I will. I have not had a chance. I had seen that at like, I don't know what time it was this morning, but I was like, I just remembered. Yeah, I'm getting old. I get these little neuron flicks, you know, and if I don't do anything with it, it's gone forever. So, yeah.
I gotta tell you something, and I'm probably gonna get kicked off the show.
Oh my
God. So this morning, that happened to my boss, and she was like, she said something about penis, and
about what?
About a penis.
Oh, okay.
She said,
and
that long thing. No.
And I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta show you something. And she's like, what? I took her in the cooler, and on the floor is.
If you show me yours, I'll show you mine.
I took her in the cooler.
Well, I was going to show mine. I wouldn't go in the cooler to do it.
And
You're shrinking.
Mine in the cooler.
Anyway, go ahead, Sally. We won't interrupt you again.
On the floor there, and I had to move like a rolling cart, thing out of the way because it was covering it. But I'm like, look at this. On the floor is I don't know what spilled there, but something spilled, and the shape of it, and it's all colored in and everything, is a penis and balls. And she died.
Oh my
She
gosh.
died laughing. And I'm like still trying to do stuff in the cooler. I'm in there just chuckling my damn head off for like 10 minutes, crying. I got tears rolling. I'm like wiping my eyes, trying to do my shit. Oh my God.
She was probably just relieved because she didn't know what the hell you were going to show her
I
in the
know.
cooler.
I know. I'm like, wait, come in the cooler. She's like, what? What are you going to show me right now? It was funny. But you know what? I need to tell her to take a picture of that for me. Because I swear to God, that's exactly what it looks like.
I can't believe you didn't think about taking a picture of it yourself.
And
I know.
me too. And I told her, I said I was going to mop the cooler, but I can't do it. I was going to mop, but I can't. I can't mop over that.
Michael's just shaking his head.
Sorry, Michael. I'm like 15 years old in my head most of the time.
Aren't we all?
Yep.
I'm trying to
Oh
find
my
a box
gosh.
where there's
Yeah, it wasn't an imprint. I swear it wasn't an imprint.
An imprint. Somebody
it was-
fell down really hard.
I would hope it's not an imprint.
Ouch.
Yeah, I think that's more than out, right?
Oh my God.
Todd got a pain just thinking about it.
Mm-mm-mm.
John says, Sally, when your boss sends a pic, will it be a dick pic? It will. It will.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
That's funny, Hank. An import. She read it as import first, not imprint. That's funny. Hey there, Turtle Trader.
I found
How's it
it.
hanging, Turtle?
Yay!
Found it.
Oh, good. I almost forgot what you were looking for.
Now I gotta box it up. Hopefully I can get it out there before the mailman gets here. Oh, all right. That's why I need to get everything together. Get everything put back to, put in the same place. Because I got a little bit here and a little bit there.
Yeah. You will.
That's not going to work. Not going to work.
It's just been so dang cold for you to do anything at the storage.
Yeah.
I mean,
I said, hey, can you send me a dick pic?
all right, Sally, time for bed. Good night.
Oh my gosh.
Import or imprint?
Oh my goodness. Sally's a teenager. Through and through. Bye. All right. Well, that makes me feel good.
Yeah. Mary says, first woman to ever ask that, Sally.
Yeah.
This is true. This is true.
Remember 4.
4.
4. Okay.
How long do I have to remember that? Because I can't guarantee.
That's it.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
4.
Was it 4? Yeah, it was
4.
4.
Are you playing golf?
Why are we remembering
Oh my
4?
I don't know. Don't ask questions. Just remember it.
Forget it now. It's good.
4.
4 score and several years ago.
And oh my gosh. Come on. Get to it. My computer's being really weird today. I think it's
4 square.
4 square.
Yeah.
4 play.
That used to be a game.
That's what Turtle Trader says. 4 play.
I was the
For you?
I've never had it.
I was a 4 square playing dude in elementary school, I tell you.
I know.
Yeah.
That was cutthroat game right there.
Heck yeah, that was a good game. I could play some Foursquare right now in my house, but not outside. But I'm all alone and I can't play it by myself.
I remember 4 square. We had to always get the teacher to intervene because the bullies would grab and throw it instead of hitting it. Cheaters.
Cheaters, yep.
You got to cheat at 4 square. You're pretty desperate.
This is true.
Okay, life can go on now.
Yay.
Okay. So, what's everybody got going on today? Todd's going to the rummage sale.
Yep. Going to get all the good deals because wrinkled up old hag ain't going to be there.
I think on Sunday we should have the 24-hour challenge.
What?
Are you freaking nuts?
Yeah, I think she is. I have an auction Sunday.
No.
Have you lost
No.
your dang mind?
I mean, like, have it for 8 hours and then have it continue. Don't be online for that long.
But your sales can go for.
But your sales, yeah.
Oh, okay. So everybody can just send Valerie
Yeah,
like proof 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Right.
So you want to start this? You want to start this on Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
Well,
so basically, we're going to start at 10 o'clock, and it's going to go until the Monday at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want the entry fee to be more?
I think it should be.
I would say yeah.
I think it should be $5.
Let's do $5.
Oh my God, you're killing me here.
And
What? I can't afford that.
but you need to decide, Valerie, when you want people to send you proofs, because I'm sure you don't want proofs like all night long.
Yeah.
So, have them cut off at like midnight.
Yeah.
And then not again until like 5 o'clock in the morning or something.
Oh, no. I'm sending proof all night long.
I'm going to screen share at 2 a.m.
We know better than that, Bridget. You'll be at 3 o'clock in the morning. Sarah.
No, we ain't doing no screen share at 2 a.m. No. Oh my God, you are shit out of luck. I'm sorry.
So is the listing going to be held to 8 hours?
Or can you continue listing?
You
I
can
would
list,
say, I would say
you can list,
listing.
you can continue listing all you want up until 10 o'clock Monday morning.
Okay. It's just like a regular challenge, but the hours are extended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the same rules apply, just the hours are extended.
Yeah. And the entry fee is $5.
Oh yeah, and that little thing.
We can try it. Why not, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Make it a little better and like, you know, because sometimes like you have stuff that sells after that 8 hours.
Right.
Right. Now we won't sell anything till Monday night.
Don't say that. Thanks for jinxing us all, Bridget.
Wow.
But you know, I just think it would be fun.
Okay. Since we're putting the ideas out there, what do you think about? Do you think I should mention the one thing, Sally?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Starting a Patreon.
So,
Oh God.
no. Heck no, I ain't doing that. No, thank you. So what I was thinking, and this is it's just a thought, it's just a neuron going off, but I thought it might be a good idea to, if somebody was interested in having a accountability partner that also resells, I want to make, you know, I want to put some people together that want one of those partners that, you know, can help you list. And I'd like to, you know, see if anybody's interested and do that.
Yeah.
So, crickets.
Well, I'm not saying anything because I already talked to you about it.
What did you say, Bridget?
I said I was fine with it. I would do it.
Well, okay, so Hank, this is not going to be we're alive 24 hours. This is only going to be, we're going to be live for the 8 hours, the normal 8 hours for the challenge, 10 to 6. And then
I know, right?
and then but your sales, your points still count throughout the night.
And you can still list.
And you can still list. You can still list up until 8 o'clock Monday morning. Well, actually, it'd be 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. I probably shouldn't have pulled that other one on you guys because that's too much thinking.
No.
I'm fine with the accountability thing.
I am too, and I even have an idea for a partner.
But I can be a drill sergeant, just so everybody knows.
Yeah, she can.
Yeah. But that's good. I mean, sometimes that's what we need. We need somebody else to get to work. You know, I mean, really.
So tell her
you guys let us know. Let me know, you know, through comment, messages, whatever. I
Mary
think
says
what
I'm
I'll
not
do.
understanding about the partner thing. It's just somebody to, you know, like, you know, if you say I need help, I need motivation listing, you know, like I need somebody to make sure that I do 10 listings a day.
It just,
then that person, you know, can message you throughout the day and say, hey, have you done your 10 listings yet?
How's the listing going? Or, you know, how many have you done?
I think it can be more on a personal level. Somebody that you can motivate and somebody that can motivate you. And, you know, and kind of maybe even get to know that person a little bit better. You know, you might end up being best friends, you know, because just talking and stuff. I don't know.
So do you pick your own
I
person,
just
or how does that work? How do you
no.
pick your partner?
I'm gonna pick your partner.
And this is costing you 0 monies.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no charge for it or anything.
It's just like you have
It's just
personal access
it's
to
just
one
a
person to encourage.
So do you
Oh,
put
Mike.
together people who sell similar things, or is it just
All right.
Mike.
24 hours?
I think so. I think I don't know. And
Well,
I'll
if
probably
it's just
have
accountability.
I'll probably have Sally kind of put, I don't know. Because I mean, like Sally's situation, you know, she works full time at night, you know, and so I was thinking maybe it would be good to have someone that either has worked that before and kind of knows the situation, how hard it could be, but then also can be, you know, motivation, you know, give motivation also. But you know, it can also be reciprocal, you know. I don't know. And definitely if you guys have any, you know, any suggestions or whatever, you know, definitely put those out there.
Right.
But it was a thought, you know. I feel like I need somebody that can do that for me. Um and I feel like you know, I can help somebody else do that too.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like and if like you know somebody, whoever your partner is, has experience in one thing, and you want to ask them questions, they're available to answer you, or whatever, you know, help you out.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Can I
Jennifer says,
ask a question off topic for just a second?
No.
Why is Hank not on the panel?
Because Hank doesn't like being live.
We've had this discussion. We've tried several times, and Hank does not want to be on the panel. She likes to lurk.
She likes to give me hell in the chat, and if I don't flip over to the chat, I see it not.
I got her on here one time, Tom, and it was by accident.
Hank, you need to put on a red wig and some glasses, maybe black out a tooth or two, and come in here and stop the lurking. I can't argue with somebody if I can't see them.
She's not lurking. She's on there all the time.
Yeah, she is.
She is a devoted watcher. Yes, she is.
And she'll join our non live hangouts.
I'm just kidding, Hank. Just kidding. I know you're not lurking. I just can't remember.
You can't remember.
That's true.
No,
that's true.
Okay, I'm sorry. You go back to your little. I didn't mean to jump you off there. It was just she's killing me in the chat here, and
if he gets something in his head, he has to say it right now. Or
I understand because he's old. I agree.
You know,
I'm like, I die with you right now.
Todd is over there going, I love Tom. He's catching all the grief and gonna leave me the hell alone.
Okay. So let me go over the challenge again. So the challenge is it'll start like regular on Sunday at 10 Central Standard Time. It'll go until live. It will go until 6 o'clock normal, but it will extend to the following day, which is Monday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So it'll be a 24-hour stretch of time that you can list and get sales during that 24 hours. The entry fee is $5, and if you want to send me,
Hi, Carol.
hi, Carol.
Carol.
So if you want to, I think what I'm going to do that night is I'm just going to put do not disturb on my phone. So that, or either turn my phone off. I'll probably just put it on do not disturb. And that way you can send me the proof throughout the night.
Oh, yeah.
And then when I get up in the morning, I'll tally all the points up, and but it'll go until the end of the show on Monday.
Okay. Oh.
I hope that's not too confusing.
Till 10. Till 10.
Right. It'll last until the show ends. The morning show ends on Monday.
Okay. So like till 11:30.
No, I would say 10.
Well,
it would say when
10,
the morning show
it's 10 my time.
Oh yeah, okay,
It's
never mind.
Okay.
We're thinking our
It's 10
time.
o'clock my time. just like the morning, the challenge starts at 10 o'clock my time.
All right.
Okay. So
Sally
why
and I-
can't the challenge end at 10 o'clock your time?
It is.
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 11 o'clock our time. So.
Okay.
Got it?
So it's, yeah.
It'll start 10 o'clock our time Central. It'll end 10 o'clock Monday Central, which will be 11 o'clock your time.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I was confused too, Sally.
Y'all Eastern
Okay.
folks, we gotta stay with the Central people. We're in the middle.
What you've seen on TV where
I
which
hate
some of
that.
y'all might have them in your office, where they'll have like a series of clocks and they'll have like London, Paris, so New York, so you know what times are. I'm gonna have to go get 4 small ones and put them over this wall over here. That has Bridget, Sally, Valerie, Todd. I can know where the hell y'all are at.
I know. It's hard to keep up with all the time.
Exactly, Hank. So live streams like normal, except for Sunday challenge. People can list and get points all the way up until 10 a.m. Valerie's time on Monday.
Very good.
Yep. That's exactly right.
Any questions? Ask Hank.
And it's $5, not $2. $5.
Yeah. I think that'll make it a good pot, and it'll also make it very competitive.
Right.
I'm very excited.
And that's the thing also is I think this is just going to be a rare occasion. I don't think it's going to be like every Sunday or whatever. But it's going to change things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Make it interesting, put a twist on it. Yeah, you got to do that sometimes.
They always sell stuff after the challenge is ended.
Right.
Just like your sex life.
I did too. I mean, I sold 4 things last night.
Dang.
What did she say?
Nothing. I didn't say nothing.
It sounded like you said just like your sex life.
I did.
Hey, you know what? We always need those interesting twists to the challenge. So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, Hank, that's what she said.
Well, isn't it true, everybody?
Yep. That's right. You got to change things up a little bit sometimes.
My goodness.
Kind of the same old thing gets a little boring sometimes. You got to spice it up a little bit.
Valerie's
No,
never
Sally.
your itch.
Sally, do not come out in your black leather cat suit with your chains and your whip.
And there went the night.
Okay, rummage sale. I'll see y'all in a little bit.
Todd's like, on that note, I'm out of here.
See
He
y'all.
says this took a whole turn. Yep, it
Sorry.
sure did.
You know it had to.
I know.
It was bound to happen. No
Now,
doubt
come on.
about it.
Ladies, you all know that is true.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
So I'm not saying
Who wants,
anything.
who wants to get in a rut? You know, ruts are boring.
Yep.
Who the hell gave you 2
I don't know.
thumbs down?
Oh,
Oh, who knows?
Who knows?
some dickheads.
The haters. The haters. That's okay. They still love me because they're watching apparently.
Now, can we make requests on who we want to? Oops.
What?
Never mind. I'm just thinking out loud.
Well, what did you say again so we can help you think?
Oh, nothing. I remember. I'm not that old.
Oh, well. All
Yeah.
right. There you go, Tom.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna-
god.
I'm going to start having a conflicting show called The Old Timers Show. We forget that Valerie's is going on at the same time.
Oh, Lord.
Did you what's your that's right. Tom's having a show tonight, right?
Uh-huh.
8:30 Eastern Standard Time on my channel. We're going to talk about storage lockers, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
I've bought
So
quite a bit of those, so I have a pretty good knowledge of that. I'm hoping that Mr. and Mrs. Renault will show up, and because they've done a lot of them, and if anybody else has bought any that would like to jump in, and that would be great too.
Can I jump in?
Yes, you may. You're always welcome, baby. You know that.
Thank you.
I spend more time with you than I do my wife.
Oh, good.
But you know, just
Lord.
talking about the stuff that you see on TV is so misleading. Ain't that right, Kat?
Yeah.
A lot of it is, yeah.
You know.
So if you get a
Go ahead.
chance, Tom, would you
Yes,
type something in the chat?
Yeah.
So that way, if somebody wanted to subscribe to you, they can go over to the 3 little dots over to the side and click on your channel and get subscribed to you. So that'll be good. That's a nice. It's good that I like that he's doing shows.
Me too.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
I like, there's so much going on during the day,
Yeah.
and there's nothing at night.
Right.
And I know people that's got little children. They've got to do all their be involved with their children and homework and all that kind of stuff and math. But for the people that don't have small children, and they just don't want to watch TV because there's nothing on,
Junk.
gives you an opportunity to just do something.
Right.
Since there's like between the hours of 7 and noon Eastern Standard Time, there's like 12 shows going on every day. And Sally, what are you giggling about?
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, that's right. This is back to, I forgot. I'm over in the chat, and then I saw you laughing.
Thanks, Sally.
We're going back in time here.
Greenville Treasures. Are you in Greenville, North Carolina? And it's 28 over there today? Woo! Hey, Google.
Yep, that's Kathy.
Charlotte is 32.
Oh, it's 32 here. It's warm. If you're up, it's warm. If you're up in New York or over in Kansas or or Wisconsin or Michigan,
Yeah.
What do we
Minnesota.
got right now? I think it's 10. I think it's 10 degrees. So, but let me know. What do you think, Sally? Should we make a post in the squad about the
Yeah.
About the partners.
accountability partner? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can actually I'll make a poll, and then you
Okay.
guys can, if you have any suggestions of, what else we might do, like, with that, you can put them in the pool.
Absolutely. I think it's a good idea, but it's not. I want to get some insight on it. See if there's any other thoughts or anything like that. So I'm not going to do anything like right now. But definitely it's something that I want to work towards to see if we can do that. So,
Okay.
What are you laughing about?
Nothing.
why are you laughing? Yeah. What?
You're being rude to your sister.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry. I'm very sorry. It's Kathy's fault.
Why are you,
Sorry.
Kathy?
Sorry. All day today. Sally was putting time out.
No, I haven't got the picture, because as soon as I do, I will show you guys. And if I don't show you today, I'll show you tomorrow. And
Something to look forward to, right?
if anybody mops that freaking cooler before I get a picture of it, they're going to hell. So if I don't get the picture, then I will take one tonight for sure. I was going to, and I forgot.
Sally, if you need some help sending them to hell, just give me about 10 minutes to wash my hair and get it all poofed up real big, and we'll start on them.
He can help you
Oh
out.
my gosh.
Hallelujah.
I'll put it into horns.
Debbie's been awful quiet this morning.
Oh, I'm relisting stuff.
She concentrate.
I can't do that
You
until
gotta concentrate
tomorrow.
My sarcasm is a little cold this morning.
Yeah, we got more. I think we got another inch, about 2 inches of snow yesterday. I didn't think we were supposed to get any snow, but we got it. We got us some snow.
We had like a dusting, but we had that squall go through.
Oh,
that
those
was
squalls were
crazy.
Oh,
terrible.
was
All the
freaky.
pictures, Deb. That's crazy.
It was like
So it just
the people, some of my friends, they were like driving around, and all of a sudden they're saying, my phone is alerting to this warning about the squall. And it's like sunny out, blue skies. And then all of a sudden it just turned dark. And then, like I said, the snow was actually blowing sideways, and the visibility was like,
Yeah, it was like you could see it, and then all of a sudden, not. Like,
yeah.
you see how that would get people, into trouble when they're driving. Being able to see, and then not be able to see. I mean, that'd be horrible.
And it happened so quickly.
Yeah.
Well, it's sunny here.
Yeah, it's sunny here too. Blue skies.
Yes.
How
Yeah.
about you, Bridget?
we have blue skies and it's sunny, but it's cold.
Yeah, it's cold here too.
Yeah.
I was laughing because it's like she lives on the opposite side of the world.
I know, right?
From me,
in New York.
we're in the same state, but opposite side of the world.
That's crazy.
Oh Lord, the land of the ice. And
Yeah, it's 13 now here.
what is
We're
Nikki
still
doing
like
that's so
-5.
important today?
What?
What is Nikki doing that's so important today?
Spending time with
She
her
had
dad.
to take. She had to take her dad to the dentist,
That's right.
Oh, that's right.
and then for some reason he's not having his teeth pulled until 11. So she got free breakfast, and they're going back at 11 to get his teeth pulled. He's having 6 teeth pulled
Ugh.
today. So I wouldn't want to do that.
No, I wouldn't want to do that.
That sounds painful. One's bad enough,
Mm-hmm.
but I suppose you got to do whatever you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Sally,
Mm.
I was looking over on Facebook, and I noticed that you posted this thing about where your gas company said to turn your thermostats down to 65.
The government,
Oh,
the governor sent that message.
tell them to
Yeah.
shut the hell up.
It was because there was a fire at a Consumers Energy like gas center, and when the fire happened or whatever, it did something to where they lost gas. And so the governor thinks that we need to conserve. And so as a way to do that, then they said for everybody to turn their heat down, the thermostat down to 65.
Okay.
Well,
And Sally told them to go screw themselves.
Well, I didn't say nothing, but I mean, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Do you have gas heat?
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand that. I can understand, but you guys are having a major,
Yeah.
cold snap right now. I mean, that seems a little, ridiculous to ask.
Well, another thing too is the biggest state as Michigan is, with the amount of people in it. There's probably as many people in the Metro Detroit area as in there in the entire state of North Carolina, and one little gas substation can have issues, and it's affecting the whole state. There's somewhere somebody's not been managing a system like they're supposed to.
And this is the thing too, is that it's consumers. I have DTE. I don't have consumers for my gas. So I would think that it should only apply to consumers people, but that's not what the governor said. She was saying all people need to, all Michigan people need to turn their thermostats down to 65, and so we can conserve. But and so whenever she asked this, I guess they went through GM and Ford went through, and they called people off. They closed their plants today so that they could conserve, that gas. Because I'm sure they have like certain machines and stuff that probably use the heat besides heating their plant. So that should conserve. And it's not like 1 or 2, it's like 12 plants. So they're closing all 12 plants today so that they could use, so they can so they can, conserve or whatever, or help conserve. But I think that should just be enough. But, we pay our bill, and I think that if we want to keep our thermostat the same, we should be able to, especially right now. I am not taking mine down to 65.
No.
They're just going to have to wait on Friday, or on, no, not Friday, but I don't know when it is, but we're supposed to get 50 degrees and rain. So, why can't we just, have our thermostats down on that day,
Yeah.
I mean, right now it's -5, feels like -22.
Right.
So there's no way I'm doing that.
No. If it were me, I'd bump mine up a couple of notches more.
Yeah.
just to be a little ornery.
Such a rebel.
Yeah.
No, rebel. That's good.
Right?
Okay, it's time for Uncle Tom's story time.
Oh Lord.
Just in time.
Within a 45-minute drive of my house, we have both a nuclear power plant and we have an underground station, an underground natural gas storage facility. When they were adding a couple of more reactors to our nuclear power plant, it was up in the newspaper about, the possibility of, a nuclear meltdown and all that kind of mess. And then then our local newspaper said, you people need to quit worrying about that and start worrying about that underground storage facility, natural gas facility. Because they said if that sucker was to explode, it would knock down the bank. The shockwaves would knock down the Bank of America building in Uptown Charlotte. And so it was like, oh my God! Then we started having picketers and everybody else out there. And you have to be very safe about stuff like that. But when I reach over and I hit that light switch, or I go to take a hot shower, I better have I want to have electricity or gas to heat my hot water with.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Anyway, that just popped in my mind, and of course I have to share what I think about it.
Yeah. I don't know. Good morning, Lori.
Morning.
Right.
You get everything working?
Yeah, finally. And without throwing anything, that's a plus.
That's good.
Cassie?
Huh? Yeah.
What do you want?
I'm just chit-chatting with everybody and my thing's on mute. Damn it.
I see this device that you sent Bridget.
I have a
I sent that to everybody.
Everybody.
Well, hello.
Well, not everybody.
Here, Maggie, I'll send it to you too.
Well, things are better left out of, I think.
You just want to be on
Tim said if I lived somewhere that it was consistently 0 or below, I would stay inside until it was above freezing. Then I would move the hell back to Texas. Amen.
See ya.
Yeah, I'm staying inside today. Well, I got to go out to my van and grab some more boxes, but
Hank, no, it's not to improve listing efficiency. To improve something is just not that.
Now you got everybody in the audience just wondering what is going on.
It'll be on your Facebook. If you look on your Facebook, it's some type of advertisement. You'll see it. If I could have one of those, that'd be great. If it worked.
Todd, where are you?
He is biting.
Todd, is that
He's fighting with. No, he said the old lady wasn't gonna be there today.
He's not there.
nope?
He's
He's
all
gonna fight with
excited.
someone else.
Well, he was all excited.
He's gonna have good luck today. I think.
He could.
Yeah.
He'll
He'll
be
come
fine.
out. Oh my god.
I know.
It's true.
Seem to have grown an attachment here.
Uh-oh.
He's cold.
Look at the baby. Hi,
Mhm.
baby.
It's trying to be your necklace.
It's Bambi, right?
Yep, that's Bambi.
Cute.
Oh,
You're too dark. I can't see her.
That's what my prancer does. He lays all the way around my neck.
There
He
she
tries
is.
to be my necklace.
There she is.
Hello.
Oh my
Is she a
god.
Dashan?
Oh, she's just
Is she
adorable.
what?
Is she a Dashan?
She's a Chiweenie.
A Chiweenie?
Yep, she's part Chihuahua, part Dachshund.
She's super
She
cute.
She thinks she's a Rottweiler.
Oh, all of them do. My mom and dad or my mom, it was our families, but it was my mom's baby. Snoopy was part Chihuahua and part Yorkshire Terrier.
Mm.
And he would jump on a full-grown German Shepherd like he was another Chihuahua. He didn't back down.
Oh,
They just think of themselves as a lot bigger than they actually are.
she's so cute. How old is she now?
She's going to be 4 years old.
Oh my
She's
god.
too cute.
She's just so tiny.
It's a butt machine to give you a better butt. Laugh out loud.
I know, right?
Yeah, Mike, the crazy card. If you've been to a Walmart, there's a lot of people that need these to wear the clothes that they wear.
I know, right?
I'm serious. I know I'm a big boy, and there's all of this goodness, but I'm not going into Walmart in a pair of hoochie pants
Oh, come on.
and a cut off, shirt where everything's just hanging out for the world to see.
My son left out of here last night with a pair of pajama pants and cowboy boots. I said, "Are you seriously going out in public like that?" He said, "Well, I'm not going to the store or nothing." He's going over to his girlfriend's house.
Oh, look at it. Oh, the pants will be off soon anyway, so he doesn't care.
Good dad.
I actually like this girl. She's sane.
Oh. Y'all just talk amongst yourself for a second. Let me talk to Valerie, little one. I mean, not Valerie, Lori, face to face. So, have you had to deal with them crazy girlfriends?
Oh, yeah, he's fished in the crazy pond twice.
Oh, Lord, God love him.
we only have one crazy girlfriend. Because
Oh, my goodness. The last one was that was more than I could take.
Mm.
Well, the first one is my grandson's mother, so I can't really say too much.
Okay.
But this second one, Lord. He said he met her on a website called More Fish. I said, I'd have thrown that one back.
Plenty of fish.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, at least, if he was on Plenty of Fish, at least he was trying to find a legitimate partner. Because, it didn't happen.
That fish must have been swimming around your nuclear power plant.
Oh, my God.
And, I know that the people that have daughters think the same thing about the guys they go out with.
Yeah, well, I got a daughter too, but
but was it old Forrest Gump says crazy is as crazy does?
as stupid is as stupid does.
Well,
yeah.
oh
Same
Lord.
difference, I think.
Yeah.
you know,
her boat. She was out in the middle of the lake with the board and wonder why it kept going around in circles. That's the type of person she is.
No God. Got quite a few of those. I understand that one.
it's just, you know, you think once you grow up and you're in a relationship and you have some children and you think those days are over with, and then they start dating and then you're right back in the thing. If you know, I mean, some people don't care and some people don't want to be involved in their kids' lives. I like to know who my kids are hanging out with.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, I'm dating again.
Yeah.
But I've told my boys, and I think I'm gonna have a T-shirt made up. It says, "Boys are stupid and girls are crazy,"
Mhm.
and they don't realize that's the way it is.
I like John. John, that's funny.
Yeah, John.
It's just sort of a picnic. That's
Yeah, a few fries short of a Happy Meal.
good.
I've been lucky. Both of my daughters-in-law are great girls. So I lucked out.
Well, this one I told him, I said, don't screw this one up. This is a good one. She's got a good head on her shoulders, and she works. She's smart. I said, don't screw it up. And the last time he had a good girl like that, he screwed that one up. So it's like, I think he likes the challenge of the crazy ones. I don't know, but this
They do, but the ones I liked, he got rid of.
Yeah,
But
that's what I
it's just
mean.
like,
It's like, why do you do that? You get ones that actually can think for themselves.
exactly.
Mhm.
Well, you know,
Same way.
my son's girlfriend, and she's a nice girl. She's a nice girl, and she's making an effort to create a good future for herself. But she just does some things that just doesn't suit with her mother, and you know, with my wife, with my son's mother, and so you know, we've not really said anything, but now because he's going to school and he's working at the hospital after he goes to school during the day, and she's working full time, and she's going to school for RN. They just don't have a lot of time for each other. And I told him, I said, you know, this will be the thing that shows whether or not y'all are meant for each other.
Right.
Right.
Because you will try to you will have to really work to keep the relationship together. Because like last night, he came home, he had some studying he had to do, and then he went to bed. So there you go. Sweet Daddy Tom, the love guru.
Love guru.
You sit over on this side, so
I'm waiting on it, Hank. Don't leave me hanging. I'm waiting to comment. I wouldn't want to. If something was to happen to Roberta, I would not be out on the streets looking for, for anybody, because I don't want to have to go through that again. When you've had the best, you don't play around.
You're not looking to replace it when you have the best.
That's right. And it's
because your standards are so much higher that nobody really can even touch those.
Right.
I completely get it. I understand.
I have a friend that he lost his first wife to cancer, and he remarried like 8 or 9 years later, and they've been married now for 30 years. But Denise said he would just really irritate the hell out of her because he'd say, "That's not the way Suzanne did."
Oh.
And it would come, and he didn't mean it to be mean. It just came out.
Yeah.
And finally, she says, you know, which she and Suzanne were really, we were good friends. They were really good friends. She would say, she said, finally she had to say, look, Suzanne, who I love like a sister, is gone. I am not Suzanne. If you can't move on, we're going to have some issues here because I don't care how Suzanne did things.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jim and Tara, probably Tara, because she's got that sharp tongue. She hasn't said a word about anything until he comes out with, you should do a live YouTube show called Uncle Tom Love Guru.
That's what I'm talking about.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if I would use the Uncle Tom phrase in a show.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I just, you know what? I just, oh, she just got home. Oh, Jeff, Brendan didn't have school today, did he? I just, you know, I'm involved in my kids' life enough. I don't care about anybody else's love life. Now, Valerie comes on the show and she's got some old guy that I really don't like because I think he's using her for all of her money and all that kind of stuff. Then we'll have to have some conversation about it. But, you know, I just don't care about what people do with their love lives. Believe it or not.
I'm sure if you seen anything going on, you know, you would display your, you know, your concern.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you seen something happen. Which, I mean, that's what a friend does.
Are you kidding? There would be so much bandwidth being burned up between Bridget and Kathy and Sally. Did you see that guy that Valerie's got?
No, we'd be fussing at Valerie. We wouldn't be talking behind her back. We'd be talking to her. Look. We need to
Oh, there you go.
No.
Kathy, like those girls that used to sing on Hee-Haw. Hee-Haw.
Never mind, Tom.
On Hee-Haw.
Oh my goodness.
Valerie starts dating somebody, the guy's going to be like, oh my God, I don't just have to, like, you know, woo one lady. I have a whole bunch of them.
Right.
A whole panel.
Yeah, there's a whole panel.
They're warn them ahead of time.
Yeah. Valerie's like, all right, I'm going to warn you.
Anyway.
You women who crap.
Those girls that used to sing on Hee-Haw about they don't go around repeating gossip, so you better listen good the first time.
That's right. I know. What shows is he watching, Tara? Have to watch him.
Oh God. Did you get any? Are you going to do a video on your auction pickup, Tara?
Bless you.
She's not going to answer for me.
You got to give them time to type.
No.
Right.
No.
And there's a delay.
Bless you.
Bless you, whoever sneezed.
Bless Marcel. Thank you.
Aw.
And that was a no with attitude. I could feel the attitude when you hit the screen.
Is it creeping towards you, that no attitude?
It kind of just jumped out at me. Bless her heart. Not that much in it for him.
Probably too cold. But they usually do theirs outside. Ain't no way.
Yeah. Snow on the ground. They're outside doing auction pickups. God love them.
Right. They just, you know, they dressed for what they got to do.
Dress for success.
Yeah.
Where's my phone?
I like their auction videos.
Yeah, they're fun.
I mean, I like seeing I like seeing what people buy at the, at especially the auctions where you're live and you're buying box lots for $2 and all that kind of crap. I like seeing what's in the boxes.
Well, they're probably getting ready for Jim to make another trip.
Probably so.
I would imagine.
I think she was sending him back out on Sunday, maybe.
Hey, Liz.
Let's see.
It's True 72, Liz.
Yeah.
That's Liz.
Yep.
Let me put her down on my list over here.
Okay.
Because I had
And Liz lives in.
Yes,
She
I
lives
know.
in Tennessee.
Yeah, she lives close to me.
Oh, Tennessee. Okay.
She lives up by what? Is it Greenville or Asheville?
I think Asheville.
I think she's about an hour and a half from Asheville,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
My nose hurts right here.
Aw.
Well, an
Where
hour
does
and a
it
half
hurt?
from Nashville is
Hang on.
just about
Where does it hurt?
Charlotte.
I thought it was gonna be like a pimple or something, but it's not.
Wait, put your
And
nose up to the.
Is it numb? Is it numb?
There, I
No,
can make it feel better.
It's not numb.
it hurts on this bone right here.
Yeah, working.
Huh.
Like whenever I touch the bone right there, that's where it hurts.
Well, don't touch it.
Yeah.
You got any fat back?
Oh.
You got any fat back? Take it to it.
I was so sad just a minute ago because I sent those messages to my boss, and she says, "I'm sorry, I already mopped it up."
Oh.
And
Oh,
I was like, "Are you freaking serious?" And she's like, and she sent me the picture and said, "Just kidding."
Okay, here it is. Oh
There
my
it is.
Oh my
god.
God.
See?
Wow.
It does.
Someone fell sideways.
Wow.
It leans to the right.
Okay.
I know.
Okay. Enough.
Got a little
That
trick
is
in it.
enough.
Wow.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
Woohoo! It's a heat.
I
That is
know.
pretty crazy.
That's amazing.
That's funny.
Hank says
And
it's so detailed.
Yeah, it was just a spill.
Yeah.
Funny.
Bill.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back, Julie.
She's like, "What the fuck? I just got back on here."
Wow. Just in time.
Oh Lord, you people! I don't know what to do with y'all.
You gotta do nothing with us. Enjoy the ride.
It was just crazy.
Let that be your thumbnail, Valerie.
Valerie just said, "What is that?" I
I'm-
just tuned in.
I used to tell the girls that. I'd say, just get in, shut up, sit back, and enjoy the ride.
Yep.
You don't need to know where we're going. We're just going.
Wait,
Julie, look at what your aunt is putting on here.
I love
Your
that.
auntie.
That's funny.
Well, I've got to go run some errands. It's 11:30.
Yep.
You gotta kill some rats.
Kill some rats.
I got to go see this guy has got some paper bags, like a pallet of them,
Oh.
like they use in a grocery
Uh-oh.
store. he wants me to come look at and make him an offer. And they might be good for. Well, I thought about bundling some up and seeing what they'd sell on eBay, but they'd make some good filler for, in boxes and whatnot, packing. So anyhow, I got to run.
Covering lots of textbooks too.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I enjoyed it as always. Y'all,
Right,
Yep. We'll see you tonight.
tonight.
Yep.
Bye.
We'll see you tonight.
Bye.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up on this end, too. I hope everybody has a great day. If you have any comments or concerns about what we talked about, the accountability partner or the challenge, the little
24
change
hours.
to the challenge, or 24-hour challenge. So if you have any questions about that, just let me know. I'm on Facebook. You can message me, and we'll go from there.
All right. Bye.
We'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great
guys.
day. Lots of listening,
Bye.
friend, and see y'all later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.